Hey guys, Luke here and welcome to episode 1, season 2 of my West Tigers Rugby League Live 3 career mode. Now I'm very excited to be bringing back the West Tigers career mode, and it was always in the plans to bring it back very soon, and hopefully you didn't have to wait too long, well, I know how long you had to wait, but hopefully it wasn't too long to wait for you, and you were able to deal with it for a little bit. But yeah, it's been a long preseason. Preseason's almost over for us. We're about to get into some of the games, and you can see right here just going through the team that we actually have. So there are a few names in the side there. Cameron King, obviously we just put in there before. Mike Cooper on the screen currently. Suamamao or something like that. We got him from the Rabbitohs. Arrow, G, Kitty Glyman on the wing there. Plus we got the big names like Sam Thaiday, Alex Glenn, Griezmull, Mike Cooper even. So yeah, we've got a few new signings in there. A big loss was Robbie Farah, obviously, and also Pat Richards. He is a huge loss. Obviously, he just won a bit too much money. And obviously, we had an offer Luma, and we signed Kitty Glyman for we signed both of them up for the money that Pat Richards wants individually. So we had to go with that. But one thing I should mention though is he was the goal kicker, Pat Richards. So I think that was worth mentioning. So we've got to try and find ourselves another goal kicker, and there's no real way to have a look at stats for goal kicking on here, so it's a bit of trial and error. So we'll be trying Luke Brooks and Chris Lawrence and it's Curtis Siren and a few of those sort of guys, and see what sort of sticks really. Now the first on our agenda for this episode, and maybe for the next episode depending on how we go, is the Auckland Nines, and we've got the group games, and I believe the group games are the same teams we took on last year. Obviously last year we hadn't played the game too much, so we weren't very good. Coming into this, I was pretty confident that we were at least going to, get out of the group stages and, have a real good go of it. I thought. I was pretty sure that we had a great chance of winning it, especially with the side that we've got. And we went not quite all out, but I mean, I think we did go out, really. We played Griezmull. You see Cameron King playing his first game for the club. We got Siren and passing to Luke Brooks, so both our regular halves there. You see Sam Thaiday making the tackle just there, but there was no points scored up until this point, and this was the only points of the first half, I believe. So at that stage I was thinking, what the hell? Actually, we got one more chance here. There might be some points scored. I don't believe there actually is, but with Kitty Glyman got it to Siren and cut back inside, and we throw it again, and there's a few passes here, and we get it all the way to the other hand side of the field. But I think it was Jared Kroger who cut it off, and then they decided to throw it around before getting tackled. But yeah, we did, signal our intentions by the lineup that we did put out. You can see Kevin Aguama just there. But yeah, it was very strange in terms of Auckland Nines usually so open. We just couldn't get anything going for us in this game at the stage. But I mean, it's all a learning process. So you can see here we're starting to get a little bit more on the board here now. Luke Brooks probably should have scored that try. Once again, just finding the halves out in the wing. I think I did have it, like I say, fixed up, I should say, but for some reason he found himself on the wing there for whatever reason. And then Cameron King, he actually scored. It was from an error from the Raiders, and that's just what we needed. You just need a little bit of luck to go your way, and that can spur you on, sort of give you the confidence, that sort of stuff. And it did help that it was right under the post for a bonus try. So we do find ourselves in front by 6 points. So a bonus try for them will get them in front, but they do need to get that bonus try to go in front, otherwise we'll be even at the most, I should say. So we went pretty close before. We went close a few times there, and then Alex Glenn, our new signing, Alex Glenn, he also just goes straight on the post as well. So that's 2 bonus tries, and that's game over right there. You can see on the shot clock, and the time, there is practically no time left, so they definitely have no time to score a try or anything. And I'm not even sure if there was I don't think they had the ball again. So a 14-1 scoreline is a bit strange. 14-1. It seems like a team might have just got absolutely hammered in a soccer game, but nope, that was an Auckland Nines game, 14-1. And I'll definitely take that. It does show that our goal line defense is actually pretty good, and I think my defense is actually pretty good in this game. And the Auckland Nines, I find, is something that the more games you play, the more you sort of get used to it. After playing a lot of 13-a-side games, coming into the Auckland Nines, it is a little bit strange, but you do get used to it fairly quickly. So I mean, once we get to maybe like the third game in the group stages, we should be alright by then. But you can see here, we right from the get-go, going for the short kick-off. It's not something that I always do, but I mean, it's something that I've been doing lately in the Auckland Nines, because I figure, you don't have that much time to work with, and if you can get the ball back, that's great. And then, if you lose the ball, we gave away a penalty, which didn't help, but I mean, if you don't get the ball, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But right here, it was looking very, very promising, that little play there, until we threw the intercept to, I'm not sure who it was, maybe Mosley or Hoffman or someone, I don't really know. But then they end up following up, the Titans that is, they end up following it up with an intercept of their own. Cameron King was the one on the end of the intercept. Then we won a penalty, which was nice. Now we're going to shift it all the way to the left. Cameron King passes it straight into like Zillman or someone. Actually, it might have been Kieran Foran, because Kieran Foran has signed with the Titans on this game. So, I mean, Titans finally got a big name on their team sheet. But I believe this is Josh Hoffman, who just stepped around the fullback or whoever it was at the time. And Josh Hoffman races away and scores the number 12, who, if you've seen my win one, take one, I am a huge fan of Josh Hoffman on this game. I think he's really, really good in this game, and I'd love to sign him. He's pretty much like another Kevin Aguama. I mean, not really like a superstar in real life, but, they're, very, very good in the game. Obviously, I think Hoffman's a little bit more, he's got more accolades to his name, and I think he's a better player than Kevin Aguama in real life. But that's not doesn't really matter here. Now we got a penalty right after second half started. It wasn't really right after second half started. It was more towards the back end of it. So I think it was like 14 something minutes in, and then Cameron King scores his second try. So that's two tries in 2 games for Cameron King at his new club of the Tigers. And as a backup for Robbie Farrell, I'm not really sure what to expect from him. I've had a look, and his fitness is like not very good. So in terms of 13 side game, I'm not really sure how we're going to go there. It might give us an opportunity to still play Charrington there, but at this stage for the Nines, he's doing the job, and we'll get to the 13 side game when it comes to it. If you sort of I think you understand there. But interesting enough, we went for a short kickoff, got it back, and then right after that, they just hold on a little bit too long, and Foran is the one who's simbed in. So at that stage, we're thinking, brilliant, we've got a few minutes left, can we get that last try? Hope we can. And Sam Thaiday gets his first try for a new club, and I'm saying like first try, but it's not the first like official try, it's a Nines try, but you know what, it is what it is, and it's a Nines game, and we'll take it every day of the week. Now, Luke Brooks, from a little bit to the right, he slots it over. I think it was a little bit out of the green, and I don't think he's really a goal kicker in this game, so probably not the best option. But he was taking the goal kicking duties for this game at least. And we end up coming out the victors, so 12-6, and we're looking pretty good at progressing. 2 from 2, barring some sort of like a flogging, I think we're going to be going ahead. But we really don't want to let up and leave it up to chance. We want to make sure we go 3 from 3 and get that win. And one interesting thing to note there was that David Williams actually playing for the Warriors. Now, Warriors, they actually have a very good side in this game in general, but the Nines always seem to find that they don't they're good, but they I don't think they made it out of the group stages last time, which was a bit funny, and I think we beat them last time as well in a tight contest. But yeah, it has started off pretty frantic there. You saw 2 intercepts in like 2 seconds, and we ended up with the ball. And then we're going to go all the way down the other end. Luke Brooks steps around Tompkins, and Luke Brooks would go right under the post. There was someone making a bit of a chase there, but it doesn't matter. Luke Brooks scores the first bonus try of the game, and should be 7-0 here as he looks to slot the field goal straight over from in front of his own try. So 7-0 it is, and we're looking pretty good here. Going for the short kickoff again, which seems to work, once or twice, and I just, have a habit of going for it after it because of the success of it. And like I said earlier, it doesn't really matter if you don't get it. Now, Warriors, going from bad to worse from them. We've had constant pressure on them, and then they end up throwing a stupid forward pass, sort of glitch sort of thing. Now, we went all the way across field, went for the inside pass, and I thought for sure, I think it was Kevin Aguama was in, but we're going to follow it up. Tim Simona gets it to James Tedesco, who just goes cross field, and then Lola here and Tompkins, I think there was a huge gap in between them, and Tedesco scores a try, and that means, we're feeling pretty good here. You see, it's 9 minutes, so they're not even going to have time to reply before half-time. Not that there is much of a half-time, to stop momentum and all that, but going into half-time, with a big lead like that in an important game, I was feeling pretty good. You see, completions are incredible for us, 4 from 6, while they're 0 from 3, so that sort of just points out, the Warriors' overall game, I'd have to say. We're completing the sets and, coming up with some entertaining play while they're dropping the ball and throwing intercepts and that sort of stuff. Now, I thought for sure there, I think it was Sam Thaiday was in, and said Tedesco, the next play, is going to reach out and score his second try of the game. Tompkins had no chance stopping Tedesco from that point. I did think they had no chance from stopping Sam Thaiday from that area, but obviously they did, and it took it all out of him, as they had no energy to stop Tedesco. Now right here we give away a stupid penalty just from offside, and I find in this game, even though you go back to where it should be saying, oh right, you're onside, you still have to go from like 10 meters from like where that person's got the ball. So I'm not sure if they've stuffed up the rules for offside in this game, but it seems that way. I'm not really sure to be 100% sure. Can't be 100% for sure, but it does seem that way. Now right here, once again, screwing up, but this time we get very, very lucky. And that would have been interesting had they had scored that. I mean, the time, if you have a look at the time, there's not too much, going on there. They wouldn't have had opportunities to win the game. But you see Vadavai here, foot race, Kitty Glyman up against Vadavai, and it does look like Vadavai is going to get him. You see, I'm spamming the shit out of the tackle button, and a one last dive for Vadavai's legs, couldn't get to him, and it's not going to matter though. I mean, that's 3 from 3 wins. It's just a matter of points difference, that sort of stuff. But I mean, no other sides won 3 from 3 obviously because we beat them all. So the points doesn't really matter. They can go and score. It does help the Warriors maybe. But in terms of us, it doesn't really change anything. And we'll be moving on to the elimination stages, and that will be in a separate episode of their own. So we'll do at least two games. If we get beat in the Nines, we'll move on to preseason, like the preseason games, normal games like we did last season. If not, we'll continue on until we get eliminated or potentially win it. Alright, that's where the video is going to end. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you can leave a like, it'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel, also very much appreciated. And make sure you share the video with anybody who you think would be interested. Maybe some Tigers fans, who knows. Follow me on Twitter, at Mr. Luke YT is my Twitter handle. Facebook page is in the description below. And I'll see you for my next video. Bye guys.